Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready, like 25, 39.
Right. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Number 53. Check right.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
20.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
25.
On second down now, it's Mack. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Check 53, Mike. I got it.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Mack, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On first down, Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Mack. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Topper!
Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He sets up the screen to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
30 base.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but nope.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Cut. 45. Mike, 45. Rip left.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Tannehill on first down. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Play action, Ryan. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
Ready up. 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Switch.
Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
You got him. You got him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. They go.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ready? Back 25. I got one.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Ryan, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
22.
First and 10.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now in the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On on 2nd and 9. Tannehill, and his throw is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
Touchdown, Packers! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Ryan. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones, 29 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Packers 49, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Mack. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Back to you.
Here's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining. 15 lining. 54. Hey, keep it up.
Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Right here, right here. Go team, spill. 5.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
90 Wolf.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready? 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Get this. Ready, ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Break.
45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Get it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.